Hello, Snakes. My name is Dante, and today, well, I don't know if today, but still, this deck has taken over the modern format with 17% in the meta. This is Rakdos um, Convoke. So we're going to analyze this deck, like main board, sideboard, because well, I mean, there was no, there was actually no new spoilers. So we're gonna go in first to the combo and then the non-bow, and then we're gonna talk about this deck. Seems interesting. I lost to it in the finals of the store championship for Lord of the Rings Modern, and yeah, let's just go in first to the combo, and it is. Alright. Well, Gaius Crado, Derevi, and Emio. You need at least 4 creatures for this to work. Blink Derevi, you get infinite mana, and then eventually, once you get infinite mana, you can lock down the opponent, get infinite ETBs and other stuff. Yeah, it's just really cool. That's our infinite combo, Emio plus Derevi. So, yeah, that's our infinite combo. Let's go in to the non-bow. In the non-bow is the non-bow we have. Where is it? There. Alright. Well, I don't know non-bow. I mean, chances are if you're playing Kerberg and Life on the Limb, you're gonna have Forest in your deck. So with Kerberg, it's gonna kill all your forests and stuff. So yeah, but it's gonna also work on the opponent. So not sure if non-bow or anything. It does affect you. So be careful using both these cards at once. So yeah, that's basically a non-bow. Not really a good one, but yeah, that's a non-bow. Don't try this. Let's go. We'll be right back with the main board in a few minutes. Well, we're back with the main board, and yeah, it's just really cool. And we're gonna start off by reviewing, the main board for the deck, and yeah, it just seems cool. Let's just see how this goes. So, all right, we're gonna start off with our evokers. We have play set of each: Fury and Grief. Grief allowing you. Oh shoot. Hmm. Yeah, grief allowing you. Grief allowing you to remove a card on the hand, kind of like a fought seas, but you don't lose life. And Fury allowing you to spread 4 damage among creatures and planeswalkers. So yeah, really cool. And a really powerful card indeed. You play 4 of each. Normally Fury is 5 mana and Grief is 4 mana. But they have the evoke cost, which allows you to exile card of the same color from your hand. But then when you do it, it will die as soon as it enters. So this deck plays around with this mechanism by reviving them as soon as they die. We will go into what's known as the undying effects. There are 6 in total. You use the list I saw had 3 undying masses and 3 feign deaths, but they are literally the same thing. So play around with undying mass and feign death. It doesn't matter if you have 3 or 3 and 3. Maybe 4 and 2 is okay. 4 undyings and 2 feigns, or 2 undyings and 4 feigns. And some of them even play with Manicure Rebirth, I think it was. I don't know. It was one where it doesn't put the counter, but you lose 2 life. Or you could play it as a land. So, yeah. Not really an issue. Also, this would work, the Undying effect, would work with a Krotza. But it's not really a good idea. Because Krotza will still die even after doing this. This is a miss features. We have 4 Ragavans. There's 1 Krotza in main board and in the sideboard. Krotza, allowing you allowing 2 mana sits, legendary Elder Giant, allowing you to make the opponent discard a enters or attacks. But if they throw away a land or they don't throw away anything at all, they lose 3 life. But you have to sacrifice it unless you escape. Good thing escape cost is only 4 mana and exile 5 of the cards from the graveyard, so it's not hard to escape Krotza. Ragavan, on the other hand, is a 1 mana 2/1 legendary monkey pirate. Allows you to create treasure and ingest when it hits, and then you can cast the exiled card. And dash for 2 mana if you want to speed it up a little, but my advice, don't dash. With Fragment, it's not really that effective. You have to bounce him, and it's more expensive than actually casting Fragment for 1 mana. Now, this deck may be aggressive and fast, kind of like interacts as well, but it cannot be the whole deck. We also have some cards that will stop them in the main. You have like Orcish Bowmasters that can counter the One Ring, 4 of them main board, and Dalfi, also 4 of them in main board. Dalfi being able to graveyard hate. And yeah, it's used in main board, so yeah, really powerful. So 2 mana, 3/2, Dalfi Rogue with Shadow. And if a card will hit the opponent's graveyard, exile with Void counter. And tap, sacrifice it. You can take one of the Void counters card for free. And Orcish being a 2 mana 1/1 Orc Archer with Flash, the ETBs, and whenever the opponent draws except the first each turn, it hits anything for 1 damage and mass Orcs 1. So, yeah. Basically, it allows. It can keep the One Ring in check, so it stops the opponent from using the One Ring by drawing cards, And also, it just also other cards that will draw cards, like for example Cultivator Colossus, that also draws a lot of cards that can deal with Cultivator as well. So yeah, really good, really powerful, and it just has a lot of interaction with the opponent, so triggers easily, and yeah, it's just powerful. Let's just go in to our removals. There's not many, but we have 2 Terminates and 2 Fatal Pushes, with 1 extra Terminate in the sideboard, just in case. Terminate being a 2 mana instant. Oh my god, why does it happen with the mic? It just keeps on changing, darn it. Alright. There we go. So, yeah. So what I was saying is, yeah, it's Terminate being a 2 mana instant, destroys any creature and can't be regenerated. Fatal Push being a 1 mana instant, destroys any creature if its mana cost is 2 or less. And Revolt making it 4 instead of 2. So really powerful removal. Introduced back in Aether Revolt and still play to this day. Really powerful removal. You don't see many removals live long enough to live long enough and be played in like other formats. Like plus and those that usually and those that will, like the newer cards, they will get banned. But this one actually survived, never died out, never got banned. It's just the perfect removal. Not the best, of course, but still a really good removal. So yeah. Now let's talk about hand removal. Thoughtseize. 1 mana sorcery. Make someone reveal their hand. Select a non-land, they throw it away, and you lose 2 life. So 4 of those, and it's just very good. You just do this, stop. Well, basically, you get to check their hand, see what they're playing, remove something essential in there before it hits the battlefield. It's just really powerful. I don't see why not use Thoughtseize if you're playing black. Well, of course, some decks aren't able. For example, Living End, but Living End doesn't really use black. So yeah, still Thoughtseize, very powerful card, and yeah, I just let's see. Hey, Drip Locust 330. Thanks for contributing. All right, yeah, it's really it's just it's just a really cool card. Like it's like one of the most powerful 1 mana spells. So yeah, it's just So yeah, let's just go into the enchantments. There's like 5 of them. Like we got Blood Moon 1 in main board plus 2 sideboard, and Fable 4 main board. So Fable of the Mirror Breaker being a saga, 3 mana that creates a 2/2 Goblin Shaman. In the first step, second step, allowing you to rummage to up to 2 cards, and third step, turning into the reflection of Kiki-Jiki, a pseudo Kiki-Jiki that allows you to like copy your non-legendary creatures. So you can use this with like the griefs and other stuff to make them lose cards in hand. Dalfi to cast the cards you get from exile, and yeah, it's just good. And Blood Moon, basically stopping all those Trons and Death Shadows, and also can stop Living End and Titan. Those decks that rely like either the decks that use lands like Titan and Tron, and other decks that lack basics. For example, Domain decks, um, Death Shadow, and others. But yeah, Blood Moon 1 in main board plus 2 sideboard. So Blood Moon's like a last resort or something. Like if you're using it in the main board. I actually thought they had more, but no, there's only 1 main board plus then 2 sideboard. So yeah, it's just also it's very hard to deal with because once everything's mounted, it's hard to destroy it with a green or a white because that would be a mounted as well. So yeah, very good card. Those are our enchantments. Time for the lands. Very simple, but 3 Blackleaf Cliffs and 4 Blood Crypts. Blood Crypt being the shock land, and Blackleaf Cliffs being the fast land. These games will be very long. Like it's not really a fast deck at all. So chances are you're gonna need shock lands over fast lands because you're definitely gonna have more than 4 or 5 lands. So that's why you have more blood cliffs, blood crypts than Blackleaf Cliffs. So yeah, those are dual lands. Only dual lands in the deck. The rest are just other lands. So we have like those are 7. Now 7 plus 9, that's 16. You got 9 fetch lands. You got 2 bloodstained, 2 verdants, 2 polluted, and 2 marsh flats. No, no, 2 bloodstained, 3 polluted delta. I don't know why there's 3 polluted delta and only 2 bloodstained. Yeah, it's the same thing because there's no basic mountain. You're gonna fetch for red. You're also gonna fetch for the black one with it. So yeah, 2 bloodstained, 3 polluted, 2 marsh flats, and 2 verdant catacombs. So yeah, those are the fetch lands that the deck uses. That adds to 16. Now you got 3 basic swamps, no basic mountains, because you're the one who's blood mooning. So basic mountains are irrelevant. You're gonna have the other lands in the battlefield. Then finally, last but not least, Takenuma. Takenuma being a channel land. A channel land being one of those lands that you can just um well channel. Like you channel these and an effect happens. They're really powerful. Oh my god, why does it keep on happening? Alright. Yeah. But yeah, so you can use these to back any creature from dead, and it's just good. Otherwise, you can use it as a land. It's always good to have channel lands. Like in Pioneer, use uh Takenuma, and also there's Boseiju that's used a lot. So yeah, that's the main deck. We'll be right back with the sideboard in a few minutes. Stay tuned. And we're back with the sideboard. The side deck. Whatever you want to call it. So we had one quartz on main board. No, one quartz in the sideboard already. Plus 2 blood moons. In case you missed it out. And one terminate. Those are by default in the sideboard. Before we head into the real sideboard. The ones that are exclusively in the sideboard. No cards in the main. We got these X cost artifacts. I don't know how you categorize them, but well, Chance of the Void, you just know what it does. It's double X artifact. Enters with X charge counters on it. And counter the spells with the same cost as the amount of charge counters on Chalice. From both sides, not just the opponent. Engineered Explosives, being an X cost artifact with Sunburst. And for 2 mana, sacrifice it to destroy each non-land permanent with MV equal to number of charge counters on it. So allows you to wipe out tokens at 0 or destroy other cards, like destroy Death Shadows or Amulets at 1. Chalice, similar feature. You use it at 0 to stop Summoner's Pacts and other similar stuff that are, and Cascade cards at 0, or use it at 1 and you counter the bolts and other stuff from those burn pairs. It, honestly, I don't know how burn is still alive to this day. It's outclassed in speed by so many modern decks, and it's just not even funny anymore. Look, burn somehow is still 5th in the meta at 7.1%, when literally you got Hammer Time right below it, 4.7%, faster than burn. Yawgmoth being able to outclass burn in so many categories, like it just like burn has nothing against Yawgmoth, and Amulet Titan being faster. Oh darn, wait, Amulet Titan being using blue? Hang on, let me check. I'm guessing it's preordained, right? No preordained. Why is Swan Song in the sideboard? Also, why is the deck not using preordained? Oh darn. Oh my god. This deck got a modification again. You got 4 1 rings, you got 1 Expedition, and alright, so 4 Boreal, 2 Susan, 1 Giant, 1 Colossus. Alright. Alright. I mean, let's see. Seiju Crumbling. Gemstone Caverns. Wow. I was literally thinking about that card the other day and how it would work for my deck, but alright, I wasn't expecting someone to actually use it in there. It's surprising. Why go very rot farm? Alright. That's so weird. But yeah, we're not talking about Titan today. We're talking about Rakdos. This is our topic for today's podcast. So, yeah. Still really good. There we go. So far that is two nuts. So 2 explosives and 3 chassis. So that's 5, 7, 8, 9 cards. Number 10. So I mean there's no, hang on, that's 12. Actually, wait, what? Wait, hang on. Let me check. There's no 11 there. Lightning bolt. There's like 2 of those. 1 mana instant. Hits 3 damage to anything. That's literally it. The traditional lightning bolt. Everyone knows that. Really good removal. Can also hit the player, and it's just good. Good in so many ways. There's no way you just won't use lightning bolt if you're playing red. It's just that good. Better than unholy heat and other stuff. So yeah. 2 lightning bolts in the sideboard. For obvious reasons. Well, there we got Graveyard Hate. In case if 4 Delphi's main board wasn't enough, you got 1 Nihu Spell Bomb to edge out everything and tap sacrifice it. Sacrifice edge out everything from someone's graveyard by paying for 1 mana, 1 mana, and then artifact and tap sacrifice edge out cards from target player's graveyard. And when it dies, you may pay black to draw a card. Pithing Needle, on the other hand, being a 1 mana artifact, allowing you to disable any card's active abilities, except mana abilities. So you can stop a Planeswalker, you can stop Yawgmoth, you can just stop so many things. So yeah, Pithing Needle essential in so many decks. You're gonna essential against so many decks. Also stops the One Ring as well. That's where you're gonna need it more than ever. Just really good. So that's 1 of each. That will add to 14. And finally, wait, hang on. Wait, no, sorry. That will add to 13. Sorry, my mistake. Last but not least, 2 shoulders, making the 15th cards in your sideboard. A 4 mana 4/5 legendary Fire Team Predator with Death Touch. When you draw a card, gain 2 life. When everyone draws a card, they lose 2 life. Better than Orcish Bowmasters, my opinion only. I mean, some people beg to differ, but still really good card. Banned in Standard. Still played in Pioneer, still alive. It died for a while, but it just came back to life. With 1 rings and other stuff, in Modern, not in other formats. You hardly see shoulders in Pioneer now. It's only like Rakdos and Greasefang who play shoulder nowadays. So yeah. Other decks don't really use black, so but still, like, shoulder still really good card. No, it's just good, That's basically 2 shoulders there. That's the full sideboard, 60 cards main board plus 15 sideboard. There you have it. This is the Rakdos deck that won the Pro Tour in Barcelona. Yep, same list I saw on MTG Goldfish, and this is the list that won the Pro Tour Barcelona. So yeah, anyways, congratulations. You've reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe and follow if you enjoy your friends. Stay tuned to the video streams and podcasts. Next podcast won't be live, nor the one afterwards, because I'm traveling to the UK. So I'll have to record these podcasts. No, not live podcast, but it's gonna be recorded. Don't worry. Still will release same same time as always, 4:30 GMT. Stay tuned to him. Watch my other videos too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And bye.